clearly was a good meeting, wasn't it? And was there
A lot of talk today by the French, by the Americans, by the OECD.
That is a very sensitive conversation. I don't have to tell you that. And this is ongoing. In Geneva, for quite some time now, almost every meeting of the General Council in Geneva, this issue is raised. And there is a lot of debate from one side, from the other. Concerns are expressed. And I think this issue is not going to disappear. We have to face it. And how we're going to square the circle is something that we have to figure out. But this is the nature of what we do in Geneva. We square a lot of circles. Some are unsquareable, but it's what we do. And I'm sure that this conversation is going to continue.
It's not really the case for the appellate body problem. We've met multiple times with.
In the specific case of this agreement, I suppose that the implementation is very important. Members are going to be looking at how these commitments are being implemented, and if they have misgivings about that in terms of compliance of the agreement with the WTO disciplines, they may or may not raise this bilaterally or in the WTO itself. We have to see, but it's the members who are going to check the compatibility of the agreement with the disciplines.
That we're working with the WTO. Can you give us a tip as to what those things?
No, it was clearly a good conversation. Reform is dramatic in one way or another, always, because reform by definition means you're changing things, and changes in the multilateral system don't come easy. You know that very well. So, if we are serious about reforming the system, if we are serious about changing and updating the WTO to make it responsive to the challenges of the 21st century, we need to be ready to do things that are unusual, that are important, that are, maybe even dramatic.
Cease to be able to police global trade. Is there a real future?
Now, when you're talking about the digital economy, then gray areas pop up. And I think that one of the problems we have now is that we have to identify what those gray areas are, where the concerns of some countries are, and find solutions. I understand that the U.S. And France have been talking about this and are precisely in trying to address these kind of concerns. But in the WTO, this has not been addressed directly.
That's what Trump said today, referring also to this dramatic news that we might see.
Negotiate multilateral trade deals and to police them. In the last 20 years, it's ceased to be able to.
Thank you for your questions. I will release you to the next meeting and from this very warm room.
What are you hearing about testimony of members about the